Hey there, creepy peeps! Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. It is the last day. Yes, this is going up on Saturday. Yep, it's the last day of Vampire Week on 31 Days of Horrorween. There's still one more week to go. So make sure you're subscribed because I'm so clearly just a professional baker. So first, let me thank my creepy patron peeps for supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description. So we're gonna go voiceover in a second so I can tell you the story of how I fucked up making donuts. Again, really quick, as with anything, the inspiration recipe will be linked in the description, and then the vegan recipe that I actually used will be in the description. As I've never made donuts before, vegan or no, I didn't want to try and modify the recipe that I found, which wasn't vegan, just in case. I didn't want to mess it up by modifying something and it messing up like the dough or whatever. Hey, voiceover Vicky is back for the last time this month, sadly. I'm gonna speed through the baking process kind of quickly again, because what you're all here for is to see if I can, you know, make them look like cute vampires or whatever. So I'm just mixing together the dry ingredients, and off to the side there I'm heating up some milk, and then I'm gonna add a whole bunch of shit in there. Like pumpkin puree and sugar, of course. I don't know if it says in the title of this video, but these are pumpkin donuts, like pumpkin donuts with like cinnamon sugar on them or something. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. So there's that. I'm adding pumpkin pie spice. And then I was grating a nutmeg just there, that really quick clip, mixing all that together. And then we're gonna add some yeast to that and all of our dry ingredients, and then just like mix that shit up, and it forms, I guess, donut dough? I don't know. I've literally never made donuts before, so yeah, this was difficult. The dough was supposed to rise, like I let it sit for 10 minutes before I started doing this. It didn't like rise like at all. So I honestly, I don't know what happened. My yeast was fine. It wasn't expired or anything. I don't know, but I just went ahead baking it. The instructions said you could pipe the dough out, and then I realized that was kind of like useless, because I don't have a donut pan, so I kind of just made them into donut shapes. Me probably manhandling the dough also probably didn't help their cause either. So, you know, I just covered them, and they were supposed to rise a little bit more while covered, which also didn't happen, spoiler alert, but you know, we just rolled with it. So I just jumped ahead here. This is them out of the oven, and I'm just brushing them with a little bit of coconut oil and dunking them in some cinnamon sugar to make them super sugary and delicious. That one broke as I was trying to get it out of the pan. It was the tiny one anyway, so since it was broken, I just decided to eat it. You know, you have to taste the product beforehand. So there was only ever 4 donuts, you guys. It never made 5. All right, so I'm trying to put the vampire teeth in here, and they wouldn't stay in because they were like the 2 pieces being connected the way they were. So I just cut them and got them to fit in there, because this is really just for display anyway. Obviously you're not going to eat the vampire teeth with the donuts, so I just cut them to get them to stay in. And I am using some frosting to try and make eyes. I had white frosting and some red frosting there to try and make, although I realized the tip of the red frosting was a little bit too big, so I was trying to like, because I just wanted like a little pinpoint for the pupils. I didn't think that one through. I also had some silver gel icing that I tried to use, but it was like way too, it wasn't opaque enough is what it was. So I'm gonna try again on this other donut here. The thing that made me mad about this was that the frosting was so difficult. That white frosting just would not stick to the donut at all. And at the store, they had like edible eyeballs. And I stood there in the aisle and I stared at them for like 5 minutes, like, you know, like I don't want to buy a whole bag of these because there's like 50,000 eyeballs in the bag. I'll just make them with the frosting that I have, and I regretted it so hard, hence the finger right there. So that's what they looked like. Yeah, nobody should let me decorate anything. They tasted fine though. I wouldn't say they were donuts, but they were okay. Tips, if you want any. Get a donut pan. They tasted fine. I think I might have put a little bit too much pumpkin in there, to be honest with you, because they were a little... It was weird because it's like they didn't look like they were undercooked, but when you ate them, they kind of, like the texture kind of feels like they were undercooked, but I think it might have been the pumpkin. They were tasty though. Maybe, I mean, and they weren't too hard to make. Yeah, and I didn't know when they were done, to be honest with you. They didn't feel done after the time that it said to bake them for, so I left them in for like 5 more minutes, and that's when I pulled them out. They were still felt kind of underdone, so I'm not really sure. I've never made donuts before, so I don't know how to tell when they're done. A pan would have made any difference. The dough did not rise, although my yeast was active. It wasn't expired or anything, so I don't really know what the deal is. Way to end Vampire Week with a bang, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you tomorrow with a new theme and a whole new week of 31 Days of Horrorween, our last week. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay strange. Bye.